Ooh, unwrapping, and this is what I was waiting for. From a month now, from Scotland. Wires. And this maybe can solve all our oxygen problems. Circuit board with an Arduino on it. And more wires. A manual. The 8-channel sensor hub. And more wires. And more wires. Cables. 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 And more cables. And hardware with an Arduino. So, stay focused, and I hope I can put it in my track soon. PC lab counter, configuration, caution, how to install it. Oh, nice. I have to do some reading, but oh, I'm really excited now. Today we're going to do the first trial to get the parts in the track, and as you can see, it's a 3-pin that connects to. It's a 3-pin that connects to the board, and there you see finish line 2, finish line 3, 4, and pit in, pit out, pit in, pit out. So those are your connections. And this is the sensor board that will register if you are over the finish line. Focus, 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 yes. So I don't know if you have to do it like this, but I don't think so. I think we're going to do it like this, and we will see if that works, and otherwise we have to do it like this, but then it's on the rails, so I cannot imagine that it has to be like this. Well, let's see. And this is a normal finish line track, and Oxigen works with magnetics with the pole to the south, and here is the Hall sensor of the Oxigen chip, and the Hall sensor has a magnetic field, and then it registers if you cross the finish line. But it's also very sensitive, and when you go over a lane changer, there is also a magnetic field for the motor over there, for the springs. Then it can cause also a lap time. So with this system, we're going to try if we can rule out the Hall sensor, and we have always a perfect lap time and no double lap times or half lap times, etc., etc. So stay tuned. So I made a cut with a tool, and now I'm going to place the sensor on the track. The way it will work is that every car has its own ID by the chip, and here is the eye to make the connection with those eyes, LEDs, and he will see that that car has finished or has crossed the finish line. So this configuration is for 6 cars, and if that goes well, then we go to more cars. For now, is the purpose to test something of the new system of Clive. Here's the hardware connected to one lane. I only installed one lane, so when you make mistakes, you don't know if you did the second one, the third one, or the fourth one. So I always start with one piece. So here you can see the detection into the computer. I have two cars and two controllers, and the ID is 1 and 2 on the SSD system. So I will start a race, and it's only for the purpose if it's counting correct. So this is, I think, car ID 1. So it's also registered a 0. And here is lap number 1. So turning around. And here is lap number 2. And lap number 3. So car 1 with ID number 1 on the name of Henry is registering. Now we take an SCP2, SCP1, and I see a 0 in the screen. And here it registers ID number 2. Let's do the last one for the third lap. And as you can see, Mark and Henry did 3 laps. And as you can see, there is no dongle. As you can see, you only see the board connected to the USB. And here is the Oxigen dongle. So we didn't need also the Oxigen dongle to communicate with PC Lab Counter. And we didn't need the Hall sensors. So the problems are a lot with Hall sensors and the dongle. And I don't use them anymore. So it's a hybrid system between Carrera and Oxigen, because Carrera does the same thing, registrates with an LED light. So that's the first test, and now I'm going to change to do a second lane, and then I'm going to try to do the pit lanes.